So we got to continue with our scammy news. Okay. Now, in my recaps of Married at First Sight, I have said so many times that I think that these relationships are not working. And now we have some footage, some news. Is this real? I don't know. But I've been waiting for someone to come out from my Ikechi's past to talk about their relationship. And now we have to take this with a grain of salt because it is over on Reddit. But let's get into another scammer. He writing his book. What's really going on? Okay. Now, this is from apparently an ex, y'all. I dated Ikechi on and off for 2 years. I am so happy the world gets to see who he is, and unfortunately, he is a very lost person looking for external validation. Notice how the first thing out his mouth is about his book. Now, I've told you guys, I was concerned about him just being on this show about writing a book, about his experience and using the show to help him get his name out there so that when he wants to talk more about his book, he is able to attach it to being on this show, but also to write a book narrating his experience. Okay. So he's been pushing his book for years. In his mind, it's better than it actually is. In his mind, he's so amazing when in fact he's a serial BSer. dating who he's look dating who he is looking for fame. He reels women in with the sob story of how he's looking for a wife. Sound familiar? Okay, now we know he's been going on all these auditions with Married at First Sight. I think it was in Houston or somewhere in Texas that he started over there. And now he done moved on to Chicago. He's a transplant, okay? Chasing the wife, all right? He used to talk about, where did I miss up? He reels women in with his sob story of how he's looking for a wife. He's not. Ask the women in Houston who have dated him. He used to talk about being on the show back when we dated. He used to talk about being on the show back when we dated. So I want to know, was y'all dating? He was trying to get on the show, or did he say he had auditioned when you was dating him and he used that as a way to like, oh yeah, I've been on this show, girl. It's called Married at First Sight, but here we now on this date. You know how the man do. All right. He's a Sagittarius with no direction or no intention to marry. He's emotionally cold and void and needs a reality check. And check. This poor woman needs to run. Shame on Married at First Sight for even casting him. The only thing he can offer any woman is the peen. Okay, girl. He's well endowed. Okay, so that explains maybe why M is trying to see that thing on pop out. Okay. I won't take that from him, but other than that, he's trash. He's more in love with himself. Now, did they put anything else? Oh, that's his profile picture. Okay. He also has a highlight on his IG of his ankles. Girl, what? Now, are y'all surprised? He's not into her. I told y'all over and over again, I don't think that their relationship is going to work. I do think that he's peddling a book. But I also wonder, all the people who have been on this show, how come they haven't used it to write a book, do things like that? Now, that is after you were on the show. In this case, it feels like the foundation of who he is and what he's trying to do is peddle a book and that he's not looking for marriage. He does seem very cold. At times, he uses words that I think sound very poetic, but don't really make sense. All right. But I want to hear from more of the women. Where y'all at? The exes. Show me some faces so I can really believe that this is real. But he does seem like he presents on the outside very put together, very much in love, not in love, but into the experience because he's not showing love. Not showing love. But we see that over and over again. So let's look at some of these comments now. Why don't we? Because Reddit, they have it cracking. All right. So this person says he's total cringe. He's getting hard to watch. I hope M puts him in his whiny place. The glasses are a non-issue. Okay. There are so many other red flags about him to be concerned with. I agree. But let's just say he's the type that would wear glasses for a fashion statement, even though he did not need them. Okay, I wear glasses that I don't need. Okay, not too much on the glasses. Did he kind of real he wore those glasses for a fashion statement? Yes, he did. And can anyone verify if all those glasses he wears are fake? Why y'all on the glasses? Okay, I wear glasses just for my eyesight. Okay, just to make me look a little bit better. While that may all be true, the second you start bringing up zodiac signs, you look just as crazy as a person you're critiquing. The stars will define your actions. It defines your lack of intelligence, though. But that might just be the Aquarius in me. Oh my God. I want to know, what do y'all think about this person coming out? Do you think it's real? Um, I guess it really is an ankle post. Oh my God. Okay. It's clear to me that Ikechi has been put on a show and becomes agitated when he can't hide his true feelings. He seemed agitated in the last episode when they were discussing consent versus non-consent. I also wonder why, similar to the comments you guys had in my video, why they have that in such a public place instead of in their apartment. Why aren't we seeing them more in their apartment? Are they really even living together? Did one of them request to have that meeting be in a public place so there would be witnesses? What's really going on? All right. It's so easy to see that he lacks self-confidence and is easily intimidated by a type A personality, which M is type A. He hides behind his snarky comments and his attitude, all around annoying, all at his big age, with his big D of his big D. Oh my God. M's cousin hinted at it, but I feel as though people are forgetting that he spent the entire decade, all of his 30s without Yes, I keep forgetting to mention that. He went 12 years without dating, all of his 30s without a single serious relationship. That's a huge gap maturity-wise, lots of changes from your 20s to 30s. For someone to have spent time alone makes me wonder. Me too, like, why didn't he have a serious relationship for 10 years? What were you doing? Were you wasting people's time? Okay, so once again, I don't understand how these shows, how the experts choose people who are not in serious relationship, have never lived with another person, lived with another woman. We saw that a couple seasons ago. I can't remember her name right now, but she just recently got engaged. But the man that they got her with, he had never been in a serious relationship and he had never lived with women. And I need to do a whole video about how Married at First Sight really sets up the Black women on these shows to be divorcees. Okay. If I were the experts, I would think that the person is ready for marriage. Would not think that they're not ready for marriage. A decade without a serious relationship, and then the next one is marriage. I'm saying the same thing. Now, there are times I feel like with editing, they're making him look, y'all not gonna like this, maybe a little bit worse than what he really looks at times, but he is making himself look bad. I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes because more shall be revealed. After the break in January, they're coming back. I think these are going to get really spicy. But I want to know your thoughts. Do you think more women are going to come out? Is this true? Should we take it with a grain of salt? And Ikechi, another man, an example of looking good on paper, but wasting people's time, wasting women's time, breaking their hearts, saying you're looking for a wife, but really you are lost on the inside. And you're going to pour all that lostness into a relationship and not only hurt another person, but probably at times their family members, their friends who get attached to you and get used to you, and really you ain't bought nothing. Okay, it ain't nothing really going back there. But of course, I want to know you guys' thoughts. What do you think about Ikechi, the ex, being well endowed? Is that why Emmy, she saw a little bit, felt a little bit of something, and she wanted to tug on that thing a little bit more? But let me know your thoughts because, of course, we can get into it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.